the disciples had realized that Jesus was talking about Judas Iscariot. What do you think, if they had recognized it in time, that, oh, well, Judas the one that ate that bread, well, Judas the one that you know, he is studying, referring to with the washing of the feet, not all is clean and all this. And so he's talking about Judas. What do you think would have happened if they had recognized it in time before Judas left?
I think they would have took Judas out.
I wouldn't say they would have took him.
What they would have done.
I wouldn't say that they would have took him out, but maybe, and I'm saying that for a reason. Maybe if you had just recognized the signs that a person was hurting, that a person was beat down, that a person was at the end, or they felt like they were getting to the end, maybe if you had to recognize it in time, you could have did something to stop it from happening. But because we don't pay close attention to one another, see, that's what he was talking about with the servant. He was paying close attention to him. He paid close attention to those that he chose to be among him. And I like to think, and it's not verified in here, but I like to think that Jesus we already established that Jesus knew Judas was going to betray him. But I like to think that maybe Jesus was hoping that Judas will have a change of heart and not do what he was already predestined to do.
Well, if he had done that, if Judas had a change of heart now. Oh, I mean, you hush because
you finna hit it.
If Judas had a change of God, Jesus was hoping that Judas had a change of heart. Well, now, if he had done that, then Jesus could have never went to the cross and died for us.
So it had to happen.
Yeah. So
it had to happen.
Judas had to betray him.
Judas had to betray him. But it was the whole thing behind how Judas did it. Judas could have, well, maybe it was, I don't know. But I just like to think that maybe it could have been done a different way. That's just the hopeful part of me. Maybe it could have been done a different way. Well, but you are right.
If it had been done a different way, then they would have said that Jesus hadn't predicted what was going to happen. In the beginning, he had already predicted what was going to happen.
Right.
And what happened had to happen the way and in the
in
time
order for him to pay the price.
Right.
So in other words, you had to see the bigger picture.
Right.
So you had to have that little fallout guy in order for the bigger
he had to show an example of what could happen, what was going to happen, so the world could come to where it's at and go on.
But see, society don't want to look at it like that. All they want to see, well, he's a traitor. He's a Benedict Arthur. He was wrong what he did to Jesus Christ. It had to happen. Otherwise, those sins that you are committing, you would have been on your way to hell. So it had to happen. But I'm also a believer that if Judas had went the other way, God already had a ram in the bush.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus still was going to go to that cross. It's just a matter of how. And so, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be studying, looking for that missing thing there that we've been missing over the decades concerning Judas Iscariot. Okay, let's do the end part here for this week. It says, in fact, Judas was empowered to do what he did by the devil himself. Because, see, Judas had to be in a position in order for the devil to influence him. So he had greed. He was a thief. He didn't have no respect for Jesus because everybody else among his other 11 referred to him as Lord. He was the only one that always referred to Jesus as Rabbi. So he didn't have no respect.
So it was a prime example.
It's a prime example.
And could be easily influenced by the enemy.
Because he had that door open because of what was going on internally in him. So when a person is dealing with suicide, that door is open because of what they're dealing with internally. You may not always see physical signs, but you need to start paying close attention to the internal signs, because they're there, and they begin when they build up so that you can see the expression change on a person's face. You can see by how maybe they used to really take good care of themselves and now they've letting themselves go. Maybe they begin to sell a lot of things that they used to have. You know, you'll see a decrease in things that used to be important to them is no longer important to them. And that's a good indication that there has been a change, and not necessarily a good change in a person. But in order to see it, you gotta do what? You gotta pay close attention. If you're around a person 3 years and you still don't know that person, something wrong. Something is wrong.
There's a door open there that needs to be closed.
Exactly. You are spiritually asleep. If you fellowship among a person for 3 years, I even take a little lesser than that. 1 year. If you fellowship with a person for 1 year and you don't know that that person is going home and they ain't got no food to eat, they wearing the same old outfit every week, that's a good indication that they ain't got no clothes, something going on at home, and you can't go into your 2 closets and find something to help this person. And if you truly using spiritual wisdom, the Holy Spirit will lead you how to minister to that person. And that ministering to that person is not just giving that person a word. You can minister to that person by taking them out to eat. Hey, I feel like going out for lunch. You want to go with me? Now, you already made up in your mind that person ain't got no food at home. But instead of saying, I know you ain't got no food at home, so I'm going to take you to eat. Just say, hey, let's go out to eat. Hey, I'm going to get some things for myself. I got more in my house than what I need. You want to take some stuff home? Simple little things like that.
Or just go get it and take it to them. Say, well, you know,
take it to them.
Yeah, take it. Yeah.
I saw this was on sale, and I thought, well, I got something for me. I want to get you something too.
Get you something. I'm gonna tell you, a lady, Sonia Lee, God rest her soul. She ain't here anymore. LaSonia Lee. She had a pair of earrings, pretty little leaves earrings. Now, them earrings was not real, but they was cute because they was different. And I seen her one day, and I said, I like them earrings. I didn't think nothing else about it. And the next week, she came and gave me them earrings. She said, the Lord put it on my heart to give you these. And I kept them earrings for years. They turned colors and everything. I didn't wear them, but for some reason, I kept them. That for some reason, the shape of them earrings was meant something to me. But it was just the way she did it. She didn't insult me like I was. You know how some people feel like they're a charity case. So she didn't do that. She came and giving me money. Said the Lord told her to give me money. Mother, what is her name? It Changed Life in Little Rock. Granny Rose. Granny Rose will slip money in my hand all the time. You take this honey here. So she didn't say, well, I know you need the money, so I'm going to give this to you. She just slipped me some money.